We are live. I hope you guys will enjoy, and I also hope this time it will work. Apparently, it is working. So, I will share the link of replay stream number 4 to the Facebook group. As usual, we are doing 3 replays today. As usual. So, the first replay we are doing today is Stern versus Javier. Now, I strongly believe this map favors Javier a lot because both players start off with their Come Tower, so this means you can't really deny Javier Come Tower, and Javier extra defense is also really strong against Stern. So let's do this. First few turn, boring as usual. Now you see, usually I rush for the base, but since I was against Javier, I had no other choice to rush toward my Come Tower with more than one infantry, because one infantry is not enough to interrupt any capture intent. So the game started and I had already an handicap because I had no choice but to rush my Come Tower. You see, if I didn't do it, he would have two Come Tower under his control. And this is really bad because Javier becomes tier 0 with two Come Tower. So now I lock that Come Tower. I create a recon to make sure he does not get my Come Tower. If he gets my Come Tower, this means I lost. But you see, I was already behind my opponent because he got his base there, and I don't have it yet. So you see, I could have went for the base, but that would mean I would lose the income from that building, and I'm already behind my opponent, so I need income, I need money. Now I traded an NTR on that area because of the airport, and because I was really scared about my opponent. Javier is really, really good in this map because the gun tower there is really exposed. So in this map, Javier should be banned. I really don't understand why Javier is authorized in this map. This map is one of the few maps where Storm is weak here because both players start off with Econ Tower. So this means Storm cannot deny his open income tower. Now you see how many funds I sent to this bottom part. I am losing the top part only to make sure he does not get outcome tower. Now I remove that anti-air from the front line because of the tanks. The anti-air is there to zone out enemy air units. Now I create my first tank up there because at some point I need a response to that recon. So you see, the fact that I was forced to rush my own tower really placed me far behind from the start of this game. So I keep saying, in this map, Javier should be banned. Now he got artillery battlecopter, very interesting build. Now at that point in the game, I was losing for sure because I was too far behind my opponent. From the get-go, he always had a better economy than me, so I will just be really fast. Like, at that point I was beating a dead horse, as we say. I'm still far behind, so even if I do good turns, that means nothing. Kills my unit. Kills another unit. So I don't understand why I did not give up earlier. Now you start capping my building. That meteor strike was really good, but that's not enough. I'm too far behind. I cannot even stop his caps because Javier uses power very often and my weaker firepower makes it really hard. I think I give up soon. I think my pride is the reason why I did not give up earlier. Now you just kill many of my good units. I resigned. There was no way I could win this. So next replay. So now let's have some bone bolt. So here we got Adder versus Von Bolt. I feel very sorry for you, Adder player. I am currently tier 1 and you are currently tier 4. So let's do this. Adder has no day today but a very fast power, so you will gain extra space all the time. I have a really slow super, but I have better defense and better offense on a day to day. So now infantry. Now we both have the same opening, but he got a recon there. And I know for a fact I don't get a early recon. Not in this map, because in this map early recon are not that impressive. You see most of the action, most of the eat are far away from roads. So this means your recon will take many turns to reach the battlefield. And usually the opponent will have a few contested cities the moment your recon is able to reach the battlefield. So opening a recon in this map is really bad. It's probably the worst map for early recon. So I go for come tower. Now I get my first tank out. He also got an artillery here and he missed a base drop. And missing base drop like that is really bad. I just realized, I just noticed it. Yeah, it's really bad. Never skip a base for an artillery. If you don't have the money, then just make infantries and save some money. So you see, from the get-go, I have a better unit count. It's because you skipped a base drop, that's why. Tank. Oh, he skipped another base drop. So now it's been 2 base drop he is skipping. So he is already digging his own tomb, his own graveyard, or whatever. His own tomb. He buries himself by skipping infantry drops. Okay, at least this time he used all of his bases, so this is good. So I go for that building. Now, as you can see, my capture game is much better than is because I don't skip base drop. I created my first battlecopter in a anti-air because I don't like early battlecopter surprise. I like to have my response to air units early in the game. Now that recon is very interesting, is just scouting instead of attacking, and this is one of the main goals to have a recon, have some intel on your opponent. So even if the guy is pretty bad and he skips a few base drop, he can still use his recon properly. Now as you can see, I will surpass him again in terms of army count. This means a lot because army count is very important in Fog of War. Usually, even if you got a value lead over your opponent, if your unit count is behind, well, you will probably lose, even if you have a better economy than your opponent. Because this is Fog of War, and unit count is really important. So now, I'm ahead of him. 4k more each turn, and 1 extra unit. So he retreats his recon, this is fine. So now he goes for his camp tower. Creates tank. Mech? I don't agree with that. Now, yes, there are 2 mountains in the center, and if you go there, maybe it can be good. But you will need to transport your transport and place your mech inside. This is my issue there. So mech are really bad in this map. This map is too big. Because even if you place your mech in these mountains, the best they will do is zone out any unit trying to get these 2 buildings in the center. But since we got access to airport, usually we will use battlecopter against mech. So I kill this to reach the artillery. I was really aggressive because the guy was playing aggressive. I didn't wanted him to create a blob of unit. So that's why I threw my anti-air on the front line like that. I also created another anti-air because I did expect this one to die. Another mech! Oh no, this is... okay, this is the same mech as before. But as I said, mechs are really bad in this map. Join cap, attack the tank, attack the infantry, kill the artillery. So now you see, he lost an artillery, a tank is out of the war, and he lost an infantry as well. So his unit count is getting very low because he skipped many base drop. Now I trade my first indirect because indirect are really good in this map. So now he goes for that infantry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my tank can still take out his recon. His recon only delayed my cap. But you see, I'm still ahead of him in terms of capture game because I did not skip any base drop. And I have 5 unit extra in my unit count. Never skip your base. You see, again, it's the 3rd time this game, this guy is not making any unit on these bases. So this is really bad because now you see he has 24 against 29. But this is the start of my turn. It will only drop lower for him. Now I'm just mopping the floor with his troops, and he has no military presence anymore. He lost 5 units. My army is almost twice bigger. It's almost 2 times bigger than his. You see, never miss your unit count like that. You see, he skipped these bases too many times. And look at that, I have twice his value. I don't skip my base, that's why. So now, even if that was a bit unfair to have Adder versus Longbolt, the other player played really badly by skipping his base. If you skip your base, it's pretty bad. So now it's the start of my turn, and wait, look at that. Look at that, he skipped again. It's the 4th turn this guy dismissed these 2 bases. It's the 4th turn where he's not making unit on each single bases. So this is why I got 32 unit against 19. You see, he would have 4 extra units if he did not spend all of his money on that. And if he did not spend all his money on the artillery, he would be at currently 24 units instead of 19. And 25 units instead of 19 if he did not like skip another base earlier in the game. So you see, he lost 6 units by skipping bases. And these 6 units could have made his economy better. Never skip your base. Using your base properly is what will make you win. So now, so far, I got my first high-tech unit. Aye. The port is fine. The issue is... Oh, you're damn right, I just see a neutral port. Are you kidding me? Oh my. Oh wow. Oh my, this guy. Oh. He missed the port. And he base skipped 6 units. So now medium tank is on the front line. But guess what? I got battlecopters. Even if my rocket is far away, battlecopters can still make a good chunk of damage to medium tank, so I'm fine so far. Let's see if he skip another base drop. Another... Are you serious? Oh my. Is the guy serious? He skipped in total 8 unit drop. He would be at 25 units. Yes, it's lower than me, but it's normal because he's losing. But now, because he keeps skipping bases, he is that far behind. I'm rolling my eyes right now. I think it's the worst player I've seen so far. And I did a lot of free plays. Don't skip that many bases. He has nothing. So I start going on this side and stealing his buildings. Because he keeps skipping bases. And just like you said, he missed the port. Look at that! Oh my! You see, if he did not skip bases, he would be at the start of his turn at 21 units. So yes, he would be losing, but not that bad. Really. I think he resigned. Because there's no other action after that. Yeah, the guy resigned. So you see, don't base skip like that. Just don't. It's really bad. It's the worst thing to do. Oh my. Okay. So let's go over to a third replay. Oh, what's going on? Upload replay. We are already at replay number 3. Oh my, this one. Okay. So now we got a Von mirror match. And yeah, I remember this one being really, really close. A bit too zoomed in. Let's zoom out. That looks great now. So here it's a mirror match. I really hate mirror match, but hey, this game was actually fun because the guy was good. So we have the same opening because we are the same. So I create my artery, and he also has an artery. Very interesting. Now I don't understand why he moved his artery there. Maybe it's a misclick. So I place my artery there. Yeah, at that point, I didn't like it, but I was like, oh, let's try it. Let's just see if I can beat the guy. And you will see if I can beat him. So I created artery, placed it there to blow up the pipe, and I created a tank. That was also my early days in Global League. That's also why I was like, okay for a mirror match. Because usually mirror match, I give up very fast, or I just don't want to play them, so either I ask for a draw, or I just give a free win to my opponent. But on my early days in the league, I was like, oh, let's try, maybe it can be fun. So yeah, now he realized he did a mistake by placing that artery there. So he placed his artery here. It's already better because he can shoot the pipe. A second artery, maybe to blow up this pipe. But I'm not a fan of two artery on the start of a game. Usually the second build, if your first one was an artery, I suggest you to get a tank or a recon, it's much better. Now, I first strike that infantry because I know if I try to cap, he will first strike me, and I don't want to give him a first strike like that. And this is very popular. People are greedy or they want to deny some building. And this is not a good opening. Doing this is a really bad opening. Because you don't go for that building that should be yours, and you expose your infantry to your enemy shots. So this is a really bad opening. I only see that with bad players. But sometimes this is funny because that opening works sometimes if the guy is lucky enough, he can make it work. If you're aggressive enough, maybe you can make it work, but this is not a good opening. Don't do that. Okay, third artery. Now, I must say, this is trash. Don't do that. 3 artery early in the game is really bad. Now it's my turn, and I am already winning. Because you see, I got 2 tanks. He has none so far. So if I blow up his line of defense, he has nothing to counter the tanks. Yes, artillery are good. I like artillery. But you need tanks as well. You cannot win with only artilleries. So I traded anti-air, infantry. Capping the building. Now he is very overly aggressive. This is true. You need recon, you need tanks, you need stuff to give you vision. Because infantry may be good, but they are for your capture game, not for your vision. So now he is overly aggressive. He denies me that building, but usually in most games, even if you deny your opponent this building, at some point, your opponent will get it. So you see, I already blew up my pipe because I didn't do the same mistake as him. And my tank also helped me out to blow up the pipe faster. Now I go for the building, damage that infantry, kill the infantry, damage the other infantry. So now, not only he lost 2 infantry just by trying to deny me this building, but he also got damage here. So now I will beat him in the capture game really early in the game because he was too aggressive and he had nothing to back it up. Attack my infantry, attack the other infantry, kill the infantry. Damage the infantry, join. Now here again, he is really aggressive. He tried to get that building on my side of the map. Damage the unit, kill the infantry. Now I must admit, yes, this pipe is blow up. Yes, this pipe is destroyed. This means he can send reinforcement there. And this is good. But here's the catch. Where are his units on the front line? Nowhere. So I create tank, infantry. Never base skip. Base skipping is bad. So now one of his tank can only reach the battlefield. But you see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I want, I can first strike that tank. So you see, he has been so aggressive. Now his tank is damaged, his infantry is crippled and about to die. I will. Oh, Oh, right. This is my second account. So let's keep going here. Kill the infantry or I'll almost kill it. Tank, infantry again. So you see, the unit count is on my side. I have more units than my enemy because I didn't sack that many infantry. You see, he lost 4 infantry by being too aggressive. Now he joined cap, he damaged my tank, I cry. Kill my units, damage my tank, damage the artillery. Now he comes back on the race, but he's still behind me because he was too aggressive and he did sack a lot of infantry just to deny me building I should get. So now I kill off that other infantry, the other one, kill the tank. Now you see his capture game is really atrocious. Now he lost vision, he lost tank, and he lost many infantry. He is blind. He cannot see anything because he is too aggressive. Look at that unit count. 7 tank, 3 artillery, 6 infantry. And take a look to me. I have 16 infantry. I have 10 extra infantry. So this means I lost less infantry. So my economy was lesser than is. And I was not trying to deny him building. Far from that. I did deny him this building in the center because I could. I did not try to deny him this building because I knew this building would be his. The same applies to this building. I did not try to deny him this building because I know this building would be his. No, that was a good play. He did a good counter attack there. Now just take a look. He did a really good turn this turn, but I am still ahead of him. You know why? Because I was not too aggressive. I was aggressive enough to lower his unit count, but I did not sack infantry to deny a building that should be his. So I kill infantry, damage tank, kill infantry, damage tank again. So now at that point, the only really high cost unit I got is the rocket there. But I know Ex Machina is coming, and that rocket is the Ex Machina bait. Because rocket in this map are not really good. There are a lot of forest and a lot of plains. So rocket are really hard to place and play in this map. It's just the Ex Machina bait. Kill my tank, join. Kill my tank. So now he's taking the edge there. But I still have a better unit count. Because I was not too aggressive. I did not do stupid stuff with my infantry. So now I place that artillery there to zone out these tanks, or to force him to remove that artillery. But since I'm capping his building, I force him to leave that artillery there. So that artillery is my shield for my own artillery. Attack. So now you see he did skip a base there, and this is really bad. We spoke about skipping bases on the previous replay we just did in this stream, and this is really bad. He's already behind in the unit count, and he skipped another base count. So this is really bad. Attack my tank. So as I expected, I think the Ex Machina is going there. Now, if I did not trade it a rocket bait, the Ex Machina would have went there or there. And if Ex Machina goes there, this means he will be able to kill all of my infantry line and capture both building, because all of my defense would be depleted. But since the Ex Machina went there, I am fine. Yes, I lost a base for a turn, but it's better than losing a base for a turn than your entire front line elsewhere. So now here again is very aggressive, and this is not a good thing, because you see this tank can kill this tank can kill this tank. So now it will be 3 tank against 1. Of course his 1 tank is almost at full HP, but that does not mean I won't be able to kill it, because sometimes you can stack tanks in order to destroy stronger tanks. And now I got the value lead. No, the income lead, I should say. I got the income lead, the unit count lead as well. Oh, the Ex Machina actually went there instead of there. So this is even better because I still have access to this base there. So now my counterattack is really hard, because here again the guy was too aggressive for what he could do with his troops. Kill the infantry, damage the infantry, damage the tank. So now you see, yes, he has that artillery, but I got so many infantry, at some point my infantry will be able to take shots that artillery, because trust me, that tank won't stick. Artillery, artillery, and infantry. Now, you will tell me, oh, you blame the guy to make 3 artillery. Early in the game, 3 artillery is bad. Later on in the game, it can be helpful, it can be good. At that point, I thought I was behind in terms of tank. But I had no clue he had 3 artillery on the front line. So now his medium tank and battlecopter are both disabled for the turn. He kills off my infantry, I guess, maybe. Oh, my infantry actually survived. So now you see that artillery can take another shot on that tank. So now the artillery paid itself back, because I was able to kill the tank line he had. So now I got another of his building. So now it's 19 versus 17 each single turn. And I got a better unit count. Of course, he has a value lead, but that's only because he did take up. But I also did take up, but I have less battlecopter. And guess what? I did not build anything this turn so far. Kill the tank, damage infantry, kill infantry. Now I traded artillery, tank, infantry, because I still believe I'm behind in terms of tanks. attacks my infantry, kill the infantry. So now my frontline here suffers a lot, but I still have a much better unit count than him. He damaged my infantry. So, um, I found his artillery, I laugh hard, I kill the infantry. Now, because he is far behind in terms of unit count, he cannot interrupt that gap. If he did not sack that many infantry on the front line only to deny me some building, he would be able to deny me this gap, but now I will steal one of his building because he has a weaker unit count. And you see, I got 20k against 16k. So this means, yes, this is true. This is like OP Stern map. So now, what's going on? Each turn I can have a medium tank and 2 infantry. Now he can't have such unit production because he don't have the funds. Goes for my anti-air. It's pretty smart considering his battlecopter is the only threat for my units. Damage my infantry, I laugh hard because I still stole him a building that should be his. Join cap, tag the tank, retreat the tank, join, killed battlecopter, damage infantry, kill infantry. Now I created another anti-air and another tank instead of a medium tank because I want vision. And since I know I will lose another anti-air, I want to make sure I have anti-air. Because at that point, I knew how much money my opponent was getting each single turn. So I was like, the only true threat for me is no more medium tanks or rocket, it's battlecopters. So anti-air is the perfect build. Goes for my infantry. My other infantry, kill my infantry, damage my infantry. Now you see, it's 20 building against 15. And unit count, he has 2 extra units. But if he did not skip base twice, he would be at 23. If he was not that aggressive, he would have much more units. I strongly believe what killed him so far is the fact that he was too aggressive for what he could do. Now he goes for the building. So now he's coming back in the race. But this is just right now. Because now you see most of his troops are crippled. And I have much more money than him each single turn. So this means I can have things he cannot afford. Now I trade anti-air battlecopter, tank, and infantry because I had enough money for that. Now take a look to the value. My army value is 30k more than my opponent's. Kills my tank, damage the infantry, kill the infantry. So you see Ex Machina went there. So this is a good Ex Machina for me. This Ex Machina uh, basically gave me that front. Now I want Ex Machina to go here. That's why I move all of these units right there, because I know Ex Machina is coming. And now, if I knew Ex Machina was not around, I would create a medium tank, but I know Ex Machina is coming, so I decided to go lower cost units to make sure the Ex Machina goes there. So you see, the Ex Machina went exactly where I wanted. Now this turn I don't have the money to afford a medium tank and 2 infantry, so I just decide to make other stuff. Anti-air tank, infantry again. Because I know the only true threat my opponent can pull off is battlecopters with the money he got. If he creates anything else, he will base skip. Kills my tank. Kills my other tank. Kills the tank. So now you see it's 21 to 23, but I got much more value. And I get more income each turn. Damage tank, kill tank. Damage infantry. Because if I kill his infantry, I kill his economy. Now I create a medium tank to compete with his medium tank. I know once that medium tank is gone, he won't have any things to send to deal with that medium tank. Oh, wait, what? Okay. Kill this. Kill infantry, infantry. Try to deal with division. Well, now he lost a lot of unit again. Damage my anti-air. Try to go for... Okay. This is funny. He had no vision over this area, so he was like, oh, let's attack and direct. But guess what? I got a second artillery in. Ouch. This will hurt him a lot. Damage medium tank, kill infantry. I know I will lose that anti-air. I just want to make sure I keep my income lead. Damage infantry, damage infantry, damage infantry, kill infantry. Now his only high value unit is at 3 HP. So this means I will probably win this flank as well. And this flank has no more infantry. So this means he cannot capture anything there. He can only kill my stuff. Destroy recon, destroy tank, go for the building. Now, if he wants to deny that cap, he will use tanks because he has no infantry around. Anti-air, battlecopter, infantry, and infantry. Now he retreats. Try to deny me the cap on the left. Damage the units with my rocket. Damage the tank, kill the... actually not killing the infantry, but almost killed the infantry. So now you see, he cannot keep up with me. He just can't. He don't have the money. Damage the infantry, but I will still get his building. Damage the units, kill the recon, kill the tank, damage infantry, damage tank, kill recon. Now I did a blob of unit. I wanted the Ex Machina to go there instead of here. Damage my anti-air. Damage my rocket. Now I kill this. I kill the infantry. Now at that point it's like beating a dead horse. The guy lost. He keeps up for a few turns but then gives up at some point. Yeah, but as I mentioned earlier in the game, I think what cost him the game was the fact that he was so aggressive really early. He was too aggressive. He lost so many infantry early in the game because he was like, yeah, I want to deny you cap. But here's the thing. The said caps were supposed to be mine. So I hope guys enjoyed the replay stream. I will be doing a Advanced Wars by web stream in a few minutes on Multi-Topic Talk. And yeah, I hope guys will enjoy the next stream as well. See you in not that long.